Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jay Pinks. I'm doing a Nexus Wars one-lane tutorial today. You know, I really haven't seen very many of them around, so I figured I'd go ahead and do some. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Terran today. Alright, so Nexus Wars one lane is basically a tug of war. So what we're doing here is build units, and they're gonna travel out into the abyss here, cross this one lane into the other guy's base, and attack, fight with their units that they're sending across. It's a fun game. I spent entirely way too much time playing it, but I figured I'd pass some of that knowledge on to you guys. So basically, when you start this, you want to do a Zerg, 2 Terrans, and a Protoss, or 2 Protoss, a Terran, and a Zerg. But it's good to mix it up. If you have 2 Terran, you want to do 1 Bio and 1 Mech, because they're a good complement to each other. So we'll see what this guy's doing before I build here. Alright, let's get going. I'm going Bio, so I'll go ahead and go Mech. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy, this Hellion, give me access. So we have guys running in here, we're going to go ahead and just auto attack. Alright, so the little thing here, they'll send your guy out here to attack these guys. You know, the builders don't really put off a lot of damage, but with everybody working together here in the early game, you know, you can definitely turn it around, especially if you guys are still building. Nice, we got everybody working together. Nice turn there. You can go ahead and go through here. It'll put you back out, back in the Nexus.
It will be done.
Alright, so what we have here, up here we have resources. Those are what your current resources. This is your capacity, your build capacity, right? So I'm just starting out at 3 out of 90. This is your gas. You don't really use gas in this game. This will show your income. Right here, the number 4 on the right. You get income as you build more buildings, as well as a pylon will increase. We'll see in a second. So it seems like he's going inspectors up here. I'm gonna go ahead and go tanks. Right, so I'm going mech because he's going bio. So this will be a good good complement for each other. Yeah, this is a fun game. It's a fun team game. And definitely, check it out. I've definitely played this way too much. It's easy to get kind of pulled into it. You know, one of the biggest things for really just being successful in this game is you just sit here and watch. You know, it kind of takes a little bit of your build up. You guys sit here and watch. Just make sure you keep your eye on your stuff. Just build buildings when you have enough. Keep just doing that. You know, it's a good start for sure. So I'm gonna build 2 wide straight out from the Nexus here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna build 15 tanks. After we get these two, I'm gonna go ahead and get a pylon here, a Bampe. This is actually will increase your income, and you can upgrade it later on. We'll get to that. It costs 175 minerals. So after I get these two, I sync them up, right? So you can double click, hold escape, and that'll sync them together. It'll sync the spawns together. Right, you want you guys to show up together, because typically, they'll hold out longer, do more damage, as opposed to showing up, one by one. So these guys will be a bit more formidable than sending one out alone, right? It lasts a little bit longer. Alright, I think we got this under control and we turn that. So once you get a couple buildings, a couple strong buildings, you can go ahead and get your pylon. I usually put it behind the Nexus because it's kind of a safer area, and the pylon's you end up putting a lot of resources into it, so you kind of want to put it somewhere where it's protected. They have to go through all these buildings here to get to that, so this is a good spot. It's kind of out of the way too. So just keep building. Once you got income, a lot of people like Warhounds, and they're good. I mean, technically, I would say, the benefits of them stay a little bit longer range, but tanks, which is true, tanks spawn faster and they attack faster. And I can get on a good momentum with tanks a bit better than you can with Warhounds, because Warhounds are a little bit more expensive. So even though these Warhounds technically, on paper are a little bit better, when I get a good stack of tanks going, it's going to end up overpowering those most likely, as long as my teammates continue to build, right? Be in good shape here. So we're gonna keep building our tanks. I sync them every so often. That once you get to where you're building up to, go ahead and sync them up while showing them together. This dude's going straight there. That's kind of gonna. It's not really a great strategy. It's gonna end up hurting us on the ground. I'm not really gonna critique other races here. Right now we're just gonna do a Terran Mech build here. So We're just gonna keep building our tanks. I'm gonna let these guys roll out, and I'm gonna double click. Right, and hold escape. Gonna let my guys kind of show up together. Provide a little stronger front to help turn the wave. This dude's giving me good, strong ground support. See, it's almost like, you know, once you hit this point, you kind of really start to hit some momentum. That's when I go, you know, you'll see those tanks start to turn into, you know, they kind of got heavier mech. You know, those tanks will start to turn the tide just for sheer numbers.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Right, and I could go ahead and sink these, but here within probably the next minute I'm going to be max where I want to go, so I'll go ahead and just sink them then instead of resetting the spawn cycle. We lose a few seconds, which is not a huge deal, but you can see that wall of tanks starting to show up there. This tank's button didn't work. Alright, so I got my 15 tanks. I'm going to go ahead and let the majority of this spawn here, and I'm going to go ahead and sync them up. Go ahead and let those couple go out. Alright. Now double click, hold escape. Okay, now I'm going to start actually moving to air a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to get a medevac, which heals bio troops. And, I'm going to grab a couple dingles, which heal mech troops, and they're also detection. So some units have stealth, you know, they won't really show up. You have detection here. Oh. See, look at that. You know, all these warhounds need more of these tanks. There's just so many of them showing up together. You know, I've caught that momentum on the ground.
Nuclear launch detected.
Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and move the Vikings here.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, you want a good air-ground balance typically when you're building this here. So I got my 15 tanks, solid ground, Alright. See, typically, some people they do this, they'll go ahead and start upgrading their pylon. I'm not really that's not really my style. I'm just gonna go ahead and build right up until I have max capacity here, and then I'll knock it all out in one shot.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
See, and part of the reason why the bio and the mech is such a good combination here, we've got these specters. The specters, they actually attack air units as well. The ground, or the mech, is very strong, but it only attacks ground units. So it's a good combination. That way, it's a bit harder to counter. You know, if you just have mech, they can just go ahead and do a air to ground attack like those Brood Lords and stuff, and your ground wouldn't be attacking them. So the specters and the mech, you know, it's a good combo.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah. So Terrans are very strong on the ground. They struggle a little bit on the air. They're powerful, but they're weak. You know, they are durability isn't great.
Not enough minerals.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Not enough.
Go ahead and get rid of that guy so I can build another Viking.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, boom. So here I am. I'm at 90 of 90 capacity. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build 4 upgrade buildings right here.
Launch detected.
Alright, now kind of as I'm going to go ahead and double click here, escape, sync up my Vikings so they're showing them together. And now I'm going to click on my pylon. And now pretty much, you know, because I kind of spent a lot of time building here and now watching the fight is kind of like my reward. I'm going to go ahead and just sit back and upgrade my pylon and watch the fight. Yeah, so this might be a quick game. Unfortunately, hoping to go a little bit longer. So pretty much, you know, you got 15 tanks, a couple medi, a couple dingle, and rest Vikings. Alright, once I get my pylon maxed up here, what I'm going to want to do is I'm just going to sit back, I'm going to double click to select all those upgrade buildings, and I'm going to go ahead and just start smashing up. Actually, first I'm going to get a hero, and because I'm a mech Terran, I'm going to go ahead and grab an Odin. Okay, and then, you know, the Odin, the heroes have a pretty decent cooldown on them, so you want to kind of get them when you have the minerals and opportunity to get them. You can probably get about 4 to 5 per game. And once I get my hero, I'm going to double click on those upgrade buildings, and I'm going to just go ahead and start upgrading. Because I'm mech, I'm going to do, you know, ground mech attack and armor, and air attack and armor, and go ahead and hit that medivac upgrade. And then once I got my pylon maxed, I got my hero, I'm just going to sit back and just start doing upgrades basically and watching the fighting for the next, you know, at least probably like 5 minutes or so, and then, you know, just keep doing that. You know, get a hero when the cooldown happens, and keep upgrading your troops, and then, you know, hopefully you'll come out on top. But so there it is. So doing this on my buddy's channel, you know, punchline and sinker. You know, if you found this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe. You know, I appreciate it. But yeah, Nexus 1 lane, Nexus Wars 1 lane. This is a Terran Mech tutorial. So, well, you know, good luck, have fun. This is J Pinks signing out.